What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's episode of CustomRC Mods, I'm out flying once again, and I thought I'd go ahead and share some DVR from my GepRC Cynget 3-inch Ultimate build here, flying again in my backyard. This is going to be very similar to yesterday's video where I was doing a similar flight with my Flywoo Explorer LR, which is a 4-inch long-range quad, so definitely a lot different than this quad, but the same is true. I was just cruising around having a good time and doing a casual voiceover on top of that DVR. So if you like these style of videos, please let me know down in the comment section below, because I really do enjoy making them, but I want to go ahead and cater to you guys, my viewers, as much as possible. Anyway, let's go ahead and start talking about this quad here. I built it back in February of this year. It is a 100% complete custom build. I ordered the parts and put it all together, and I'll go ahead and run through each one of the components here, although I did make a full overview and initial flight video back when I initially built this quad. That's on my channel a few videos back, so you can go ahead and check that out if you are still interested in seeing this quad for yourself. So first things first, of course, the frame is the GepRC Cynget 3-inch frame, and it's nice because it has two 20x20 stacks, so that you can put the actual flight controller and ESC stack and the Caddx Vista for the DJI digital system on there, and you're not really running out of space there. So that's super nice, and the main reason that I chose this frame. It also caters to the full-size DJI camera rather than the Nebula Nano or any of those other subpar aftermarket DJI cameras, and that was a huge deal to me as well. So yeah, that's the frame. For my motors, I initially was running 1507 motors, but I actually knocked it down to the Zing 2 1404 3800 kV motors for 4S use, and that's because the 1507s were just really power hungry. They draw a lot of current, and I'd only get like 2-minute flight times. It is something that's really important to me, especially ever more important now that I'm flying more and more and I'm upgrading the voltages on some of my quads. So rather than running 3S, I'm running 4S here, and on my 5 inches I'm running like 6S instead of 4S, and that should come with some extra flight time. So I've realized as much as there is an importance for a high power setup, it's actually a lot more important to me to have really efficient long flight times to really maximize the most, get the most out of your batteries, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So my stack is a Diatone Mamba F7 stack. It's of course the 20x20 mini size, and I am running the Caddx Vista system here, which you can see even all the way down the road that goes behind my house. I'm having crystal clear signal, and I could push it a lot farther if I wanted to. However, I was noticing my frame rate was starting to drop, so I decided to go ahead and turn around just so I don't get caught too far out of my visual line of sight. Then of course I am running the HQ 3-inch by 2.5 inch pitch tri-blade props. These are T-mount, so they're a lot lighter than using a full typical threaded system, and my battery is the Tattoo 4S 650 mAh battery that I did run on my Flywoo Explorer in yesterday's video as well. They're great batteries, nice and lightweight, so you can get away with smaller motors and a little bit less power, and you don't have to feel that weight because it's such a lightweight battery. So overall, it's actually a really good recipe for success. Right now, we're 4 minutes into this battery, and I'm still at like 14.5 volts, pretty steady. And you can see I'm flying rather aggressively throughout this video, so I'm not really holding back. Of course, I could be flying a little bit more intense, but the one thing about my backyard environment is that there really isn't too many opportunities to go wild and crazy, because of course you're sooner rather than later gonna run into a tree or something like that, so it's best that you don't get disoriented. Yeah, so this quad is a little bit big for what I typically fly back here. I fly normally like tiny whip 75mm to 95mm ducted quads, as well as my 2-inch Blade Torrent 110 is perfect size, but this thing just goes super fast, and sometimes it's really hard to be precise. Normally I'm all up inside of that treehouse area of the swing set, but now I'm kind of just flowing around and flying outside of it and just flying around the obstacles rather than through them. Some of them I can even fly like through those tree branches there or under the pine tree forest area back there as well, so it's a little bit different, but overall not too much to complain about because this quad really does handle this area rather well. Yeah, so that's gonna wrap it up for this flight. We're stopping at around 5 minutes and 30 seconds of total flying time. Again, check out the overview video if you want to know more about this quad. That's gonna wrap it up for the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.